Over 60? 6 vitamins that stop muscle loss and keep you strong. If you're a senior living in the US over 60 years old, let me ask you this. Have you noticed your arms getting thinner, your legs feeling weaker, or everyday tasks taking more energy than before?
Maybe climbing the stairs leaves you winded. Carrying groceries feels heavier than it used to. Or getting up from a chair takes a moment longer.
You might think, that's just aging. But here's the truth. It's not just age. It's a health warning sign your body is giving you.
Right now, millions of older adults across the country are quietly losing muscle mass week by week without realizing it.
Doctors call it sarcopenia, the age-related muscle loss that affects nearly 1 in 3 seniors over 60, according to the National Institute on Aging.
And left untreated, it doesn't just make you feel frail. It raises your risk of falls, fractures, hospital visits, and even losing your independence. A Journal of Gerontology study revealed that seniors with low muscle strength are twice as likely to need long-term care.
But here's something important. Muscle loss isn't just about aging. Yes, your hormones decline. Yes, digestion slows. And yes, your body becomes less efficient at using protein. But a big hidden reason is nutrition.
Many elderly adults are simply deficient in key vitamins and minerals that fuel muscle repair.
Think of your muscles like an engine. Protein is the gas, chicken, beans, eggs, but without spark plugs, the engine won't start.
Those spark plugs are nutrients like vitamin D, magnesium, B12, CoQ10, vitamin C, and creatine. They help your muscles generate energy, fight inflammation, absorb protein, and repair fibers.
Without them, your body can't rebuild muscle, no matter how healthy you eat or how active you try to stay. Here's the alarming part. Surveys show more than 50% of seniors in America are deficient in at least one of these muscle-critical vitamins or minerals. That's why so many older adults feel constant fatigue, nighttime cramps, slower recovery after even light activity, or muscles that keep shrinking despite doing everything right. But there's good news. Research from places like Mayo Clinic and Harvard Health shows that when seniors fix these nutrition gaps through smart food choices or safe supplements, their muscles can respond again. Balance improves, energy comes back, independence lasts longer.
In fact, older adults in their 70s and 80s have been shown to rebuild muscle in just weeks by addressing these deficiencies.
And that's exactly what we'll cover in today's video. 6 vitamins and nutrients every senior should know about if you want to fight sarcopenia, rebuild muscle after 60, and keep walking strong into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. We'll go step by step through what they do, the best foods to find them in, and simple senior health habits to make them part of your daily routine.
But before we dive in, I'd love to hear from you. What's your biggest challenge with strength or mobility right now? Is it walking upstairs, lifting groceries, or just keeping your energy steady through the day? Drop a quick comment below. I read every one, and your story might inspire another senior who's looking for hope.
Because here's the truth. Losing muscle after 60 is common, but it's not inevitable. With the right health strategies, nutrition, and daily habits, you can fight sarcopenia, rebuild your strength, and stay independent. And it all starts with these 6 overlooked vitamins that could change everything.
All right, let's dive into the first one, something most people over 60 have never even heard of, CoQ10, short for coenzyme Q10. Think of it like the spark plug in your car. Without that spark, your engine won't run. And inside your body, CoQ10 does the same thing for your cells, especially your muscles.
It lives in the mitochondria, those little power plants that make energy, and it's the key that helps your body turn food into usable fuel.
Here's the problem. As we age, our natural levels of CoQ10 drop. By the time you hit 70, research shows your body may have 65% less CoQ10 than it did in your younger years.
And when that fuel supply gets low, you feel it.
Tired legs, weaker muscles, slower recovery, sometimes even that dull aching in your arms or thighs.
And there's something else. Millions of older adults take statins to lower cholesterol. They work well for the heart, but what most people don't realize is that statins also block the same pathway your body uses to make CoQ10.
That's why so many folks on these medications complain about muscle pain or fatigue. It's not just aging, it could be a CoQ10 shortage. In fact, the Mayo Clinic and Cleveland Clinic both note this link between statins and lower CoQ10. And researchers have been studying how supplementation helps ease those muscle symptoms. So what can you do? You can get CoQ10 from food. Things like organ meats, liver, heart, fatty fish like salmon or mackerel, and some whole grains. But here's the catch. The amounts are pretty small.
To really bring your levels back up, most experts suggest a supplement in the range of 100 to 300 milligrams per day, depending on your needs.
And here's the good news. Studies published in journals like Biofactors have found that supplementing with CoQ10 not only helps improve energy production, but also reduces muscle fatigue in older adults. Many people report they feel less tired, steadier on their feet, and even notice fewer muscle cramps once they've been on it for a few weeks.
When you're choosing a supplement, look for trusted brands that use the active form called ubiquinol. It's easier for older bodies to absorb. Popular options in the U.S. include Doctor's Best and Kaneka-based formulas, which are widely available. So here's the bottom line. If you've been feeling more drained than you should, or if you're taking a statin and notice muscle aches, don't just chalk it up to age. Low CoQ10 could be part of the picture. With the right support, you can give your muscle engines the spark they need to keep running strong.
Now, speaking of muscles that just don't feel as strong as they used to, let's talk about another big one, vitamin D. Most people know it for bone health, but what they don't realize is how critical it is for muscle strength and balance, especially after age 60. Here's the shocking part. According to the CDC, nearly 1 in 3 older adults in the U.S. are deficient in vitamin D. And low vitamin D doesn't just put your bones at risk, it also weakens your muscles, slows reaction time, and raises your fall risk. That's one reason fractures are so common in seniors.
Think of it like a light switch. When you've got enough vitamin D, that switch is flipped on. Your muscles know how to contract, how to relax, and how to actually use the protein you eat.
But when your vitamin D is low, that switch is off, and suddenly everything feels harder. Your legs feel weaker, your balance is off, and you don't recover as quickly.
And here's the kicker. After 60, your body simply doesn't make vitamin D like it used to. Your skin loses about 40 to 50% of its ability to turn sunlight into vitamin D.
Add in the fact that many of us spend less time outdoors, or we're on medications that block absorption, and, well, it's no wonder so many seniors are running low without even knowing it.
Doctors have been sounding the alarm. Harvard Health reported that low vitamin D is directly tied to muscle weakness and a higher risk of falls. And a big study in the Journal of Gerontology found that older adults with low vitamin D were twice as likely to experience weakness and had about a 30% higher chance of falling compared to those who had enough. Even the Cleveland Clinic points out that vitamin D deficiency hits your hips and legs the hardest, the exact muscles you rely on to stand up from a chair, climb stairs, or walk without fear of stumbling.
So, what do you do about it? Luckily, the fix is simple. A little morning sunshine on your arms and legs, a few servings of fatty fish or fortified milk during the week, and if your doctor recommends it, a supplement. Most experts suggest 800 to 1,000 IUs a day for folks over 60. Some go higher, around 1,000 to 2,000 IUs, especially if you live in a cloudy state. The key is to get your levels checked so you know what your body really needs. And here's the bonus most people forget. When you bring your vitamin D back up, you're not just helping your muscles. You're helping your body absorb calcium more effectively, which means your bones get stronger too. Stronger bones, stronger muscles. That's the combination that keeps you steady on your feet active and independent.
3. Vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 doesn't always get the spotlight, but it's every bit as important for keeping your muscles and overall health strong. This vitamin is vital for your nerves, and without it, your brain can't send the right signals to your muscles. The result? Weakness, shakiness, or even gradual muscle loss. The tricky part is that many older adults are low in B12 and don't even realize it. As we age, our stomachs don't absorb nutrients as well as they used to, and vitamin B12 is one of the first to be affected. If you're taking heartburn medication or diabetes drugs like metformin, your risk is even higher because these medications can block your body's ability to absorb B12. What's worse, your muscles can feel the effects long before you know what's happening. You might notice your strength slipping, your balance feeling off, or just a constant sense of fatigue. All the while, the real problem may simply be a B12 deficiency.
So, why is B12 so critical? First, it supports balance and coordination, helping you stay steady on your feet and reducing the chance of falls.
Second, it's essential for making red blood cells, which carry oxygen to your muscles. Without enough oxygen, your muscles can feel heavy and sluggish. And finally, B12 protects the myelin sheath, the covering around your nerves that keeps your muscles and nervous system communicating properly. Most adults need at least 2.4 micrograms of B12 per day. But for seniors, the need can be higher, especially if your body isn't absorbing it well. The problem with standard B12 pills is that they often pass through your digestive system without being absorbed. That's why forms like sublingual tablets or sprays are often better. These dissolve under your tongue and go straight into your bloodstream, bypassing the gut. Some great options include Juro Formula's Methyl B12, which dissolves under your tongue and stays in your system longer, and Garden of Life Vitamin Code Raw B12 Spray made from whole food with added enzymes and probiotics to improve absorption. It's easy to overlook vitamin B12, since it's not talked about as much as others, but if you've been feeling weaker, more tired, or just not yourself, it's worth paying attention to. Without enough B12, your muscles can't work properly, and your energy can take a serious hit. Making sure you get enough through food or supplements gives your muscles the support they need to keep you strong, steady, and independent as you age.
4. Vitamin C. Vitamin C isn't just about fighting colds, it's critical for muscle health. It supports collagen production, which gives muscles their structure. Without it, muscles lose strength and flexibility.
Vitamin C is also a powerful antioxidant, protecting muscles from oxidative stress caused by free radicals. This damage speeds up muscle aging and weakness. On top of that, vitamin C helps produce carnitine, which turns fat into energy. Without enough, you may feel drained even after rest. Recommended daily intake is 75 to 90 milligrams per adult, but seniors often need 200 to 400 milligrams per day. Foods rich in vitamin C include oranges, strawberries, bell peppers, tomatoes, and broccoli. If diet alone isn't enough, supplements like Flora Research Vitamin C with flavonoids or Livion Labs liposomal vitamin C can boost absorption. 5. Magnesium. Magnesium is one of those minerals most people don't think much about, yet it plays a huge role in muscle health. In fact, it's often called the unsung hero when it comes to keeping your muscles strong, flexible, and working the way they should. Magnesium is essential for muscle movement because it allows your muscles to contract and relax properly. Without enough, your muscles can get stuck in a partially contracted state, which often leads to cramps, stiffness, and weakness. And if you've ever woken up in the middle of the night with a painful leg cramp, you know just how miserable that can be.
But magnesium does more than just help with cramps. It's also critical for producing ATP, the main energy molecule your muscles rely on for every movement. Whether you're walking, climbing stairs, or even just getting out of a chair, without enough magnesium, your muscles can't get the energy they need, leaving you feeling sluggish, weak, and more easily fatigued. On top of that, magnesium supports protein synthesis, which is the process your body uses to repair and build muscle tissue.
This is especially important as we age, since muscles naturally start to break down over time. Without enough magnesium, your muscles won't rebuild properly, and that leads to more weakness over the years.
Unfortunately, studies show that more than 60% of seniors don't get enough magnesium. Part of the problem is diet, but certain medications like diuretics for blood pressure or antacids for heartburn can also interfere with magnesium absorption, making the problem worse.
So, how much do you actually need? For women, the daily recommendation is about 320 milligrams, and for men, it's around 420 milligrams. But if you're dealing with cramps, fatigue, or muscle weakness, your body may benefit from a little more to get things back on track.
The good news is that magnesium is found in plenty of healthy foods like spinach, almonds, pumpkin seeds, black beans, and whole grains.
But since it's not always easy to eat enough of these foods every day, supplements can be a helpful option. If you're looking for one that's gentle on the stomach and easy to absorb, magnesium glycinate is an excellent choice. It's one of the most absorbable forms and doesn't cause the digestive issues some other forms can.
By making sure you're getting enough magnesium, you're giving your muscles the fuel and recovery support they need to stay strong and keep up with daily life. It's a simple change, but can make a big difference in your strength, energy, and independence as you age. 6. Creatine.
Creatine is one of those nutrients many people associate with athletes or bodybuilders. But here's the surprising truth. It's not just for the younger crowd. Creatine can actually be a game changer for seniors, too.
Creatine isn't only about building bigger muscles. It's about protecting the muscles you already have and keeping them strong as you age.
At its core, creatine helps your muscles make ATP, the quick energy your body needs for movement. Think of it as a power boost for your muscles. Whether you're standing up from a chair, climbing a set of stairs, or catching yourself if you trip, creatine gives your muscles the burst of energy they need to do the job.
As we get older, even simple movements can start to feel like a challenge. Creatine makes those movements easier by giving your muscles the extra push they need to work properly. But that's not all. It also helps activate something called satellite cells. These are the cells your body depends on to repair and grow muscle tissue.
The problem is, as you age, these cells slow down. By the time you're over 60, they don't work nearly as well. The good news is that creatine can boost their activity by up to 35%, helping your body repair and build muscle even later in life.
Research backs this up. One study showed that older adults who took creatine along with light resistance training gained about 2.2 pounds of lean muscle and increased their strength by 14% in just 12 weeks. That's a big improvement for something so simple.
Now, creatine does exist naturally in foods like red meat and fish. But to get enough, you'd have to eat more than 2 pounds of beef every single day. And that's just not realistic.
That's why supplements are the best option. The good news is creatine supplements are widely available, affordable, and easy to take. For seniors, a small daily dose of 3 to 5 grams is all you need. Unlike athletes, there's no need for high-loading doses. Just a steady, simple routine works best.
If you're looking for a trusted supplement, Optimum Nutrition Micronized Creatine Monohydrate is a great choice. It's highly pure, mixes easily, and is designed for better absorption, making it gentle on the stomach. Plus, it's affordable, so you don't have to spend a lot to support your muscle health.
So if you want to protect your muscles, keep your strength, and feel more confident handling daily tasks, creatine is worth considering. It's not just for bodybuilders. It's for anyone who wants to stay strong, active, and independent well into their later years. So there you have it. These key nutrients, CoQ10, vitamin D, B12, vitamin C, magnesium, and even creatine, aren't just nice to have. They're essential for keeping your muscles strong, healthy, and working the way they should as you age.
Muscle loss doesn't have to be something you simply accept. By understanding how these vitamins and nutrients support your body, you can take simple steps that help preserve your strength, mobility, and independence.
If you're ready to take action, Talk with your healthcare provider and see which of these nutrients might be right for you. Adding them into your daily routine can help you feel more energized, steady, and confident in everyday life.
Remember, it's never too late to start. And if this information has been helpful, go ahead and hit the like button. It really helps support the channel. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll never miss future videos with practical tips to keep you healthy and strong.
I'd also love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share your thoughts or experiences. You deserve to feel strong, capable, and full of energy at every age. And with the right support, you absolutely can.
Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on future videos. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.